My name's Jeff Bland and we are here to give you an introduction to the Aggreko power trailer for Schlumberger. I'm here with two of our field experts, Tony and Josh, and we're going to take you through some of the key features of the machine and things to be aware of.
The power trailer provided by Aggreko is designed to give redundancy in case of failure of one of the generators. The package is provided with two 500 kW generators, one distribution panel with independent breakers for each generator, and a remote start panel which is located on the trailer bed for easy access.
Right, the SLB remote start panels are all fitted with a padlock and switch protector. This is to stop people operating the machine who are not meant to be operating it. The padlock is set with 1969 as a passcode. Once it is removed, you can then take the switch cover off and the machine is now available to operate. The interface between the Aggreko power trailer and the Schlumberger equipment begins with the IFC cable and the remote start panel.
The IFC cable delivers the 24 volts supplied by the process trailer UPS batteries to the Aggreko start panel. That 24 volts energizes the Schlumberger relay inside the Aggreko start panel. Without the 24 volts supplied by the process trailer, the Aggrekos will start but immediately shut down.
The Aggreko power trailer will turn up with 3 cables per phase on the L1, L2, L3 and then 2 grounds. Those cables are going to come loose with cam lock connectors on the end. You've got a brown, orange, yellow colour coding for L1, L2, L3 and the grounds are going to come green. The first thing you should do when the trailer arrives is connect the ground. So that will be the green marked cables. Make sure that the system is properly grounded before you actually start running power to your equipment.
The Aggreko package has a full ground bob. In order to properly ground the system, you need to drive one ground rod and hook up to any of the 4 locations. You have one on each generator and also the panel, as well as your 2 ground tails that need to be tied into the process trailer.
There are also 9 phase cables that need to be connected. 3 brown, 3 orange, and 3 yellows is a complete rig up. You put the connectors together by putting them together and providing a lock by twisting the quarter turn.
The Aggreko generators are fitted with a battery isolator switch. Before anything will operate, these isolator switches here need to be on the on position, which is vertical. So you have to make sure that that is in place in both machines. On this machine, obviously with them facing each other with the control pads and control panels in the middle, the isolator will be on the opposite side of the trailer for the other machine. Generator panel is fitted with a DC power switch. This DC power switch should be kept in the off position, which allows our hour meter to operate correctly. The hour meter is used for correct service hours on the machine. So please ensure that that switch is in the off position at all times. Okay, the Aggreko trailers are fitted with the e-stops on all sides. The e-stops are for emergency use only and should not be used to stop the machine during normal operation. The remote start panel is what is required for that. That allows the cool down timer to let the engine have 3 minutes to cool itself down.
In an emergency situation, the e-stop is used to stop the unit. Simply press the e-stop on any single e-stop to stop the unit. To reset, turn,
Engines are fitted with an air flap in a case of emergency shutdowns. If you end up hitting the e-stop or having a failure, it's a good practice to come and make sure that this handle is in the correct position. This position would be your tripped, and this would be open.
One potential reason for a lack of power at the PT trailer could be that the breakers within this panel have been put in the off position. In order to troubleshoot that, first of all, both machines have to be off. To turn those machines off, we put the switch on the remote start panel to the off position, and then that allows us to open this panel and troubleshoot the problem. You may find that the switches are in the off position. They have to be transfer it across into the on position in order to allow the machines to start, or power to be transmitted to the PT trailer.
Typical Aggreko service, our 50L would be a fuel service. We remove the filters in here, your spin on, and your two rate cores. So you pull the cap off with your T handle, you remove your rate core, replace it with a new one, put your seals on. Always be sure to never twist this seal. If this seal is twisted, the unit will begin to take on air and eventually shut down on a low frequency alarm. All the Aggreko generators are fitted with a fuel spillage float. In the instance that you get a warning for fuel spillage, you need to check the skid of the generator. It'll probably be full of fuel or water and needs to be drained with a vac truck. Generators are fitted with a fuel switch for internal and external. In the past, we've had a failure when the fuel guy filled up the machine. He removed the hose and nozzle and bumped it into external, which will result in a low frequency shutdown. This needs to be pushed in at all times.
The Aggreko 500 package is fitted with a deep sea controller. The deep sea controller has an extra functionality compared to the 1500s, where you can actually fit a USB to the back of the controller and data log all parameters and alarms which the controller will see.